Hi everyone, this is Helloangel.design. Today we are making a detachable collar. It's a step-by-step tutorial and I'm going to show you how to do that. If you don't know how to make the pattern paper, I'll put the link on my description box below so that you can go and watch how to make a Peter Pan collar. So you can see this one has a plate. You can decide to add a plate, you can decide not to. Why this other one, it doesn't have a plate, and this one, it doesn't have a plate. You can also put your pattern paper on fold, or if your fabric is not big enough, you can always cut two pieces and join it at the center. Like this one is on fold, so you can see there is no cutting in between the collar. But when you look at this one, the center is cut in between because I have to join the fabric together. It doesn't matter if you have a full fabric or you are cutting two pieces. So let's get started. The collar that we are making today is for 2 to 3 years old child. I have cut out my fabric and the lining, and this is my pattern paper. This is the back, this is the front. If you make your pattern paper, you can place the back on fold, or even if you don't place the back on fold, you just place the pattern paper on your fabric on fold and then cut it out. But if you don't have enough fabric, all you have to do, place your pattern paper on your fabric, cut it out, and add your seam allowance. My seam allowance is 1 centimeter. So this is how I cut mine. I add 1 centimeter at the center back because my fabric is not big enough, so I can join it at the center back. So I have cut that out. This is my made fabric and this is my lining. The next thing is for you to cut a strap, and I'm going to tell you the measurement of my strap. So all you have to do, you place your measuring tape. The width of my strap is 3.5 centimeter. You can make your strap very long, you can make your strap not so long. So the length of my strap, I will place my measuring tape, is 35 centimeter or 13.75 inch. You are cutting two pieces. First thing that you have to do, you are going to join the center back together. But if you have a long fabric, you don't need to join the center back together. So you pick your fabric, you put them together, you join the center back together with your seam allowance. My seam allowance is 1 centimeter. I will take it to my sewing machine and top stitch, and I will also repeat the same process with the lining. Once I am done stitching, I will open the seam apart and I will take my made fabric and I will iron interfacing on the fabric. I have stitched my both strap together. I stitch both sides. This is how it is. The next thing that we have to do before we pin it on our collar, what we are going to do, we are going to take a measurement. This is where the neckline is. You place your measuring tape like this. You're going to take a measurement of 1 centimeter. It depends on the seam allowance that you add on your fabric. And I will also come down to this other side. I will measure down 1 centimeter. So once I have taken that measurement, I will take one of my strap. I will place it like this, and I will take my pin and I will secure that, and I will come down to this other side. I will repeat the same process, place my strap like this, and I will take my pin and I will secure that in place. I have pinned my strap on the collar. This is how it looks. The next thing that we have to do, we take our lining, we place it on the collar like this. We are going to pin around the neckline and at the bottom edge. When you are pinning, remember to leave a gap. So I am going to leave about 2 centimeters at the bottom edge of the collar. You can decide to place a different pin so that you know that this is the gap that you're leaving, and then you stitch it all around like this, around the neckline, all around, and then you end on the other side. Once you have done stitching, trim a little bit out from the seam allowance, and then we can now turn it inside out. I have stitched it all around, and I've trimmed a little bit out from the seam allowance, and I take my scissors, I just snip around the curved edge. Make sure you should do that. And this is my open gap right here. This is where I'm going to start pulling it out gradually. When you are stitching, remember to push your strap inside properly. Make sure that it didn't come out so that you don't make a mistake of stitching your strap. So I will just go ahead and keep pulling it out gradually. I have pulled it out. This is how it is. The next thing that you have to do is to take it to an ironing board and give it a nice good press. Once you have done that, all you have to do is to tie the center front of the collar, just the way we tie this. You just tie a knot at the center front. Once you have done that, I will thread my needle, and I'm going to use hand stitch to finish stitching the open gap. If you don't know how to stitch hand stitch, you can always take it to your sewing machine and stitch it in place. So I will show you the final look of my detachable collar. This is the final look of my collar. It's beautiful, step-by-step tutorial. Please watch the video until the end so that you don't miss anything out. And if you're a beginner, I would recommend that you should try it out. If you have been making dresses before, I will also recommend that you try it out. Please subscribe to our YouTube, like the video, share the video to your friends and loved ones. We have a lot of subscribers, and we should be getting thousands of views and thousands of likes. You can always support us by giving us super thanks. You can also support us by giving us stars on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching, and have a beautiful day. Bye.